Hello, everyone. Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to Christmas in Arkham 2025. Once again, to help me out, we have got Jester here to help out with as we continue the Fate of the Elder Gods tournament. Jester, now that you've seen the first group of action in the tournament, who do you think is going to come through?
Yeah, I'm really excited to be back. We're going to be trying it again, and tonight I got Hastur, so I'm going to try and make it 2 for 2 tonight and see if my guy can move on. I'm putting the pressure on you.
Well, you're not necessarily putting the pressure on me. You're putting the pressure on the other Ancient Ones to perform in the tournament. Tonight's group actually features the last two winners of the Fate of the Elder Gods tournament, so naturally, we're going to start off by sharing my screen with the one who's never been to the winners group.
Ooh.
That, of course, being the blind idiot god, Azathoth. His dark gift is Hasten Doom, gain an Elder Sign, but whenever he gains at least one Elder Sign during a turn, advance Azathoth's summon track by 1 at the conclusion of that turn. And evening, Dave. Thanks for stopping by tonight. So, in case you're not familiar with what's going on here, Dave, we do have the intro for the tournament along with Group 1. So we're running that back tonight. But our group tonight is Azathoth, Hastur, and Yog-Sothoth with his 3 Elder Sign handicap. So I need to move that card up to the library. So I think if there are no objections on your end, we will just jump right into the tournament.
So let's go.
All right, I'm going to take a look at the artifacts first. That's actually a pretty good one, that Forgotten Tome. And looking at my cards, they're actually pretty crappy. So I'm going to start off by discarding my Enlighten the Investigators to move over to the museum, which will give me a cultist on the location and an investigator. I don't really want temporary control, so I will take the Forgotten Tome, which will let me draw 2 cards when a cult moves to the library, as long as I remember to exhaust it. And off the top, we'll find the Lamp of Alhazred. I can discard it to roll 3 dice. For each Elder Sign, gain an Elder Sign, then I immediately take another turn. I've got blue-green there, but I'm not preparing anything with blue-green there, so I will draw back up. And we'll find an Alter Fate taking a red and a green. The investigators at the... hang on. Almost forgot. I got to make a copy of the Fate piece. So I'll change theirs to being light green. I was originally set up to play Hastur, but in the green room, Jester indicated a bit of discomfort with playing 2 Ancient Ones, so I'm volunteering to play 2 Ancient Ones instead. Anywho, the investigators are discarding a yellow at the streets of Arkham, except they're already there, so that will send them to the other worlds. Investigator out, and that's their turn. As for me, I'm very hesitant about using my Dark Gift, because that does give Azathoth Elder Signs without a way to get out from under them. But the Gate card is hard to pass up, and Rack isn't great, but it's not terrible. So I'm actually going to discard it on a white to move over to the ceremony. Cultist and an investigator. Here, I will roll for temporary control. Remember, I want the Cthulhu for temporary control of the location. Which I do not get. So that will give me a Gate card, which I can use to move anywhere, and an Elder Sign, which I also forgot to pull the blocks out that I'm using for the Elder Signs.
Happy Thanksgiving, Dave. Good to see you.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so that's 1 Elder Sign for Azathoth, which could be dangerous in tiebreakers, but he will at least advance 1 on the summon track. With red-white, I'm not preparing anything there, so on a red, I'll draw, which is Curse Occult. But I do also advance 1 on Azathoth's summon track. The investigators at the other world's right are discarding a red to move over to the library. I will exhaust the Forgotten Tome to draw 2 more spell cards, which will give me a Find Gate and a Broken Seal. I'll also put another investigator in the library. Then back to my turn, where I will refresh the Forgotten Tome. And now I've got movement options all of a sudden. I do want to keep the Broken Seal because that's a way I can get Azathoth out from under his Dark Gift. So with that in mind, I'm going to use 2 yellow that I can use as a wild. I'll move over to the Gathering with that. Cultist and an Investigator. Rolling for temporary control. Which I do get temporary control this time because that's a Cthulhu. So I get 3 back to the lodge, and I can send both of my cultists up to the other worlds. Double green, I'm not preparing anything there, so on a red I'll draw. Alter Fate, that's my mitigation. The investigators at the library are trying to discard a green, trying to move to the Gathering, but since I'm there, they move to the other worlds, which gives them an investigator, and Azathoth, his first curse. I'm gaseous tonight. Let's see.
Must be all that good food you've been eating.
Yeah. Let's see. That's Azathoth's first curse. Let's see what he's doing here. I think we're going to use Witch's Curse since it's basically garbage on a red to move up to the library. Cultist and Investigator. Roll for temporary control again. Which I will not get, but that will let me draw 3 cards. I can ready an additional spell with the same astral symbols that are there. Unfortunately, well, I do have a Find Gate that I can use to prepare, because I do have a green and a yellow at the location, but that's it that I can prepare, so everything will get discarded. Doesn't want to stack properly for me, of course. All right, well, it's out of the way at least, so that's something.
It's never easy.
Well, there we got it to stack finally. But I will draw another card. That is Call of the Wicked Ones. At the other worlds, the investigators are discarding a white and moving down to the ceremony. Putting out another cultist. Let's see. I think I will use... What do I want to use here, actually? I'm going to use a rack on a blue, to move over to the museum. Cultist, Investigator. And I can sacrifice up to 3. So I'm going to roll for temporary control, which I don't get. I'm going to take an artifact off the top. That'll be the Elder Mask. When I can exhaust during my turn to place an additional investigator on my location. Discarded, I don't take investigators from a location this turn.
Wow.
So if I look. Let's see. What do I want to do here?
Yeah. Little thing.
Let's see. With green, blue, white. Green, blue, white. I'm not going to prepare anything there.
Okay. Spit a ball over.
You know, the one that we gave him.
Yeah.
That's the spell I'm drawing, is it Coerce the Innocent. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt what you had going on.
Sorry, no, that's all right. Yeah, the wife was just showing me something.
And then at the ceremony, the investigators are going to discard a blue, trying to move to the museum again. They're going to end up in the other worlds, and Azathoth already has his second curse. Which is probably...
It's early.
Well, it's early, but the clock is fast running out on Azathoth. Let's see what he wants to do here, though. Most of these spells are pretty much crap. So I think I will just use the Enlighten the Investigators at the museum to move over to the library again, which means I will take these 3 cultists into my lodge. Remember, I don't get raided until 5. Cultist and an investigator. I do control the location outright, so I can sacrifice a cultist there to ready a spell at no charge. I'll draw 3 cards. Find Shadow Walk, Sign of the Brotherhood, and Alhazred's Vengeance. So none of these are particularly good right now. At no cost, I will go ahead and prepare a Power Surge, though. As for the actual full cost prep, there's nothing here I can prepare. So I will draw back up. And that's a Mind Switch, so I will be done. At the other worlds, the investigators, are discarding a red, trying to move to the library, except I'm already there. So they move down to the streets of Arkham, put out an investigator, and that's Azathoth's 3rd curse already. He is not off to a good start in the slightest. This is such a bad situation right now if you're Azathoth. Pretty much, basically he's got 3 raid locations. The other worlds, the museum, and the ceremony are all auto raids. Where does he want to go?
What you do with that artifact that you could prevent the raid?
I do, and I might have to use it here. Yeah, I think I might as well try to make some progress on the summon track. So we'll use the gate to move up to the other world. I'll junk the Elder Mask so I don't take investigators from the other worlds this turn. Make a discard pile up there for that. Cultist and an investigator. Unfortunately, that also means I don't control the location outright unless I were to use this Power Surge. Which, I'm not going to worry about that right now, actually. So that will give me 4 dice, though. For every tentacle or Cthulhu I roll, I sacrifice a cultist and advance 1 on the summon track. Which, okay, that's 2 into the abyss. And 2 on the summon track. So Azathoth up to 3 now.
It's not bad.
With wild, green, blue, white, and 2 red, I'm going to use the wild as a red to prepare a broken seal. I can remove an elder sign, then sacrifice a cultist at the current location to remove 1 more.
Oh, that's nice. Get rid of 2 elder signs.
Yeah. The bigger problem for Azathoth, though, is all these curses, although curses are the 2nd tiebreaker in the tournament, so maybe not nothing. Got another Alhazred's Vengeance. The investigators are discarding a green at the streets of Arkham to move over to the Gathering. Then for me, this Alhazred's Vengeance is basically the technical term for this is Elhat Garbaggio, so I will discard that at the other worlds to move down to the streets of Arkham. Cultist, Investigator. I don't control the location outright, but I don't need to because I just need the normal action to return 2 investigators to the supply. So these 2 going back, which also stops the out of supply raid from happening. At least for the time being it does. Let's see, 2 yellow, green, red, green, white. Actually, my spell reserve is full, so there's nothing I'm doing there. So never mind, we're not preparing a spell. On a blue, I will find an Alter Fate. The investigators at the Gathering are trying to discard a green. They'll move up to the other worlds and put out another investigator. I'm going to take a quick drink before we continue. Okay.
Let me guess. Crystal Light.
Yeah.
Is that all you drink?
I do drink regular water too.
Oh, okay.
I try to avoid pop or anything bubbly if I can help it.
Yeah.
Let's see, where were
I
we?
hear you.
Oh yes, I think I realized I wasn't preparing anything there. So the investigators are discarding a blue to move over to the museum.
Hmm.
I'm going to use a Call of the Wicked Ones on a white to move over to the ceremony. Moving the investigators into the lodge. Then I put out a cultist and another investigator. I'll gain an elder sign, but I do have full control of the location. So because I've got control, I can sacrifice 2 cultists and advance 1 on the summon track since that's the control action. Then I'm also going to cast Broken Seal, which will let me remove an elder sign. Then I can sacrifice a cultist at the current location to remove 1 more. So that gets me rid of both of Azathoth's elder signs right now. And just to make matters better, at the end of the turn, that's going to give me another advance on Azathoth's summon track. Let's see. So I do gain a gate card as well.
And can't you activate your power?
Which I did. I took the elder sign and then I cast Broken Seal to get rid of both of those elder signs. So this is the spell I used to get rid of both of Azathoth's elder signs.
Right, but I mean, don't you have a character power?
Azathoth's special power is gaining an elder sign.
Oh, okay.
But the trade-off is,
what was the one about doing like removing an investigator in each location? Was that a spell?
That's when you go to the streets of Arkham and use the basic action there for the solo game.
Oh. I thought it was okay.
You might be thinking of curses where I need a spell to do that.
Maybe I'm thinking of Hastur. I don't know. Could be. Maybe I'm just prepping my mind.
Could be.
Oh yeah. It is. Starting from the ceremony and proceeding clockwise, you may roll a die for each location with an altar, where you have a cultist present for each technical or Cthulhu. Place 1 guy from your lodge on that location and move 1 guy cultist there to any other location. Okay. It was my guy. That's why I'm like, why aren't you using that power? Now I know why, because you're not playing my guy.
I'm not playing Hastur. I was going to be playing Hastur until we had our chat in the green room. Anyway, I did prepare an Alter Fate, so I've got some mitigation as well. Then I will draw a spell. On a blue, I'll find cubes of power, taking white and blue. The investigators are discarding a red at the museum to move over to the library. I need to get rid of some of these cultists. We've only got 2 left in the supply. So, since the cult moved to the library, I will use the Forgotten Tome to draw 2 more spells. What?
You like these spells, don't you?
Well, it's more options to prepare spells, and it's more options for movement.
That is true.
Well, unexhaust the Forgotten Tome as we're going into Azathoth's turn. Moving into the other world is basically asking for Azathoth to not make the tournament, or not make the winners group. So, actually, pretty much anywhere I move right now, I'm going to get raided no matter what. Yikes. So, I think the way we do that is we're going to use the... I don't really want to use Coerce the Innocent. Actually, there's even anywhere I can prepare it right now. I could go to the library and prepare it, but I don't think I'm going to do that. So I think what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to use the gate to move over to the streets of Arkham, which will pull these over. And even with the control action, actually, the control action might stop me from getting raided this turn, because I will have control of the streets of Arkham when I place out the cultist and the investigator. So I get to return 2. Actually, I get to return 3, because I will also sacrifice a cultist to return 1 more. Just going to double check that real quick. And oh, actually, I forgot. When you have control of a location, instead of performing the control action, you can gain 3 Elder Signs to destroy a face-down curse, but only once per turn. But that's not what I was looking for. Oh, yep. I can remove 1 additional investigator. So that gets me out from under the specter of a raid, fortunately.
Till the next move.
Well, yeah, till the next move. Nothing I'm preparing here, so I will draw a spell card. Finding a mind switch, and I will be done. The investigators on a green are moving down to the gathering. Let's see, what do I want to do here? The artifacts really aren't that good right now. Yeah. Well, unless the next move's to the library, which it conceivably could be. So, but yeah, I definitely don't have enough to go for the summon here. So I will use, let's see, red, green, blue, wild. Actually, I'm also going to take an Elder Sign penalty here. So I think what I'm going to do here, there's nothing I can do to get out from under that, so I will use Find Gate, which will let me draw a gate card, but I have to use it for movement this turn. So I'm going to move up to the library, which will give me 2 cultists, 1 to the lodge, 1 to the location, but I do take an Elder Sign penalty for it. And an investigator goes out. I will draw 3 cards. I can ready 1 additional spell. In addition, since I have control of the location, I have... Actually, okay, so here's the other spell I can use to destroy all curses on me. I can prepare a spell for free. So that will be... So the free prepare will be Sign of the Brotherhood, and I'll immediately cast it to pull 3 cultists back from the abyss. And the actual spells I'll pay for. Is there anything I want to... Let's see. Blue, green... Okay, yeah, actually, there is something I'm going to prepare and immediately cast. It's Mind Switch. So I can swap a cultist from any location with the cultist at a different location. I use that with investigators. So I will swap this cultist with one of the investigators. Then I will... move all from one location to an adjacent location. I'm actually blue, yellow, yellow, so I can't cast that. Green, wild, red. That would be another 3 back. Choose a location that a cult controls. Can't prepare that. I could prepare another Alter Fate, but instead I'm going to prepare and immediately cast another Mind Switch. I'm going to switch this cultist, or this investigator, with this cultist. Everything there goes away since I prepared spells. And then I will draw back up. That'll be a rack, and I will be done. At the ceremony, the investigators are discarding a yellow to move down to the streets of Arkham, and I immediately get raided with 4 dice. I want to see Tentacles and Cthulhu's once again. Okay, so every cultist leaves, but I do gain an Elder Sign. Which, because of Azathoth's power, Whenever he gains at least one Elder Sign during a turn, I advance his summon track by 1 at the conclusion of that turn. Oop, I moved their fate, my fate piece. I should have moved theirs. So I do gain 1 Elder Sign. And because I gain an Elder Sign, I gained the Elder Sign already, but I advance 1 on the summon track. Now, back to me. I'm not just in danger of getting raided now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think I will use... I do have the stuff there if I need to cast Necessary Evil. And yeah, I think I've got 2 garbage spells I can use here of the same location, Shadow Walk and Sign of the Brother. We'll use Enthrall. We'll use Enthrall and Cubes of Power.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Why not?
No, we're not going to use those. We're going to use Alhazred's Vengeance and Alter Fate, both on blue. I'll use those to move up to the other worlds. I will end up with the Cultists in the Lodge. Actually, the Investigators in the Lodge. Cultist and Investigator. I get 5 dice, and because I control the location outright, any Cthulhu's I roll come back to the Lodge. But let's see what we get here. Okay, 2 cultists get sacrificed, which means I advance 2 on the summon track. Here, now that that's the turn, now I can look at preparing spells. I will prepare and immediately cast Necessary Evil. So I can either gain 2 Elder Signs or move down 1 on the summon track. I'm going to move down 1 on the summon track to get rid of all of Azathoth's curses. And boy, did he need that. Everything there goes away because I use them to prepare spells. Move everything back to the discard pile. And then I will draw back up. And I will be done. The investigators are discarding a white to move over to the ceremony and put a cultist out. As for me, do I have a yellow I can use? I do have a yellow I can use, and I will use it to go to the streets of Arkham. Cultist and an investigator. I'll roll for temporary control. What the? Hold on. Oh, I think he looks like he must have dropped out to have dessert, probably. I'll add him. We'll pull him back in. Hold on just a second. Did you drop so you could have dessert? Is that what happened there?
Yeah, just getting something to eat.
Okay, I'll tab you back out then. All right, so back over to me. Let's see. So where were we? Oh yes, returning a. Actually, I was going to roll for temporary control. I got sidetracked by Jester dropping. I don't get temporary control, but that's fine to deal with. So I will return 2 cultists back to the lodge, or back to their supply. Then with 2 yellow, 3 white, a green, and a wild. I think that is going to be... I need to figure out how to get out from under these elder signs now. Or do I just risk it for a biscuit here? That's an idea as well. The risk it for a biscuit play would be to prep and cast Shadow Walk, which is not a total garbage option, just a mostly garbage option if I'm being honest. But because that'll give Azathoth the curse back, once he meets his summons, once he meets his elder signs. Or do I risk it here? I think I'm going to prepare and immediately cast Mind Switch. It's a bit of a waste, but I'm going to deal with it here anyway. So I'm going to swap a cultist with an investigator. So I'll swap a cultist from the streets of Arkham with one at the other worlds. Then I'll discard everything away. And we'll move that all to the discard pile. Then I will draw back up. And that will be my turn. The investigators at the ceremony are discarding a red, moving up to the library. Putting an investigator out, I'll exhaust the Forgotten Tome to draw 2 more spells. Okay. Alrighty then. So, what to do? Do I just go for it here, curse be damned? I think the answer to that might be yes at this point. Oh, I've got an Ancient Stirring, too. I didn't even see that as being one of the spells I drew in. So there's nowhere I can go right now to prepare it. Let's see here. I don't want to take another Elder Sign right now, so I think we're going to use 2 red here at the streets of Arkham. I think Azathoth's going to risk it here. He's going to move up to the other worlds, which will put out an investigator and a cultist. I've got 5 dice I'm rolling for the summon, and I control the location outright. If 3 of these are summons, Azathoth will get will get summoned with 2 Elder Signs and a curse. Let's see what happens here. Wow, comes up short again. So 2 cultists. Actually, I do have Alter Fate, which I'm going to use. So I'm going to keep the 2 tentacles, and I'm going to re-roll these 3 dice once. That'll work. So all five will be sacrificed to the abyss. Azathoth will advance 1, 2, take a curse because he met his Elder Sign threshold, and 3. So Azathoth gets summoned with 2 Elder Signs and 1 curse. So 2 and 1. And it looks like Jester is just about ready to come back in, so I'll pull him back in.
I'm back.
You are indeed. Just in time for Azathoth to finish up his run.
I was watching. I didn't go anywhere. I was just interested to see how you did there.
A respectable performance by Azathoth to lead off Group 2 of the Fate of the Elder Gods tournament.
Yes, sir. I need to share my screen, don't I?
Yes, you do. You feel it now that you've seen it a few times and played it yourself? You're a little more comfortable without me holding your hand as much?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, basics. Yeah.
Obviously, if you still want some tactic suggestions, I'll provide those if you need them. You have your.
I have. Do I start on the board?
Yes.
In the yellow?
No, you start in you start as the cultist, as the cult in the other worlds. The investigators start in the streets of Arkham.
Oh, so they start in yellow. We start in purple.
Yep.
Item backwards. Okay.
Also,
we're green. We're the green guy.
Yep.
And then the ancient the ancient one.
Investigators.
All right, so let's take a look at Hastur. Hastur has the Dance of the Outer Gods. Starting from the ceremony and proceeding clockwise, you may roll a die for each location on the altar where you have a cultist presence. For each technical or Cthulhu, place 1 cultist from your lodge on that location and move 1 investigator from there to another location. So the only question I have about this is on the altar where you have a, what's that mean?
That's a cultist.
But I mean, that just means has a cultist in a location.
So with your power, you start from the other worlds. If you have a cultist there, you can roll using for your dark power. Then you'd move to the museum to do the same thing, the ceremony, and so on.
So putting guys all over the place is probably a good thing.
Seems like it would be.
All right, as far as we got the lamp of Al-Zahir.
Al-Hazred.
Dice for each thing, gain one elder sign, then immediately take another turn. A dust of Yog-Sothoth. Discard a spell from your hand to cancel any spell being cast. Oh, these are junk.
Well, the Dust of Yog-Sothoth is definitely junk. The Lamp of Al-Hazred could be useful, especially late in the game. If you're trying to get an extra turnout, you need to get to the other worlds before the investigators can jam.
Before they do something? They... Okay, so one investigator in each location. We got our guys set up. Their guys set up. We got our 3 cards.
You also need to seed the starting spells around the board. So starting from the other worlds, take a card from the spell deck and put it by that location.
Starting with the other worlds?
Yeah, starting with the other worlds.
Okay, I guess that's it then, right?
I don't think you have.
I got one. How come I only have one guy here?
Probably because you haven't set the other ones up yet. You got your 7 in the abyss.
It did it automatically. I had a 7 there. And then what do I put in here? 7 more?
You put 6 more in your lodge for a total of 7. And then 1 each to each of the locations on the altar.
Oh, okay. So all right. It doesn't do that by default, huh?
It does sometimes. This mod's a little bit spotty about that.
Let's see. Okay. All right. I think that setup's complete then. So what we're going to do is we're going to go red. Oh, that goes to my location. Sorry. See, I'm still a rookie. What can I say? And
You're at the other world.
Yeah, in the other worlds. Yeah. So move over to red. I get to draw 3 cards. Oh wait, before I do that,
cultist and
one of them, one of me. I can try to get temporary custody of the location on a Cthulhu now, right?
Yep.
That is not a Cthulhu.
That is not a Cthulhu.
All right, but I still get 3 cards, right?
Yep, and you can ready an additional spell using the same astral symbols at the library.
What do we have there? We just have 2 reds, huh?
Yep.
That's not going to do me anything.
No, it's not.
All right, then I draw up at the end of the turn.
Yep.
And it's their turn. They're going to move to blue. Put a guy out there. That's unfortunate. I was going to move to blue. What does green give me again?
Green gives you 3 cultists back from the
out of the thing, right?
And move 1 to any location.
All right, let's do that. Move here. You know I like my guys.
Yep.
Lots of guys. And then I can move 1 from this location to another location.
Yep.
Let's move it up there. That seems like a good spot.
Or all of them if you can get temporary control.
Yeah, I'm good. All right, I'll draw.
Yep.
Then they're going to go to white. Where are they? They're over there. They're going to go back to white. Put out another guy. So they got 2 guys there. That's not good. And that's all they're doing, though.
Yep.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. I can't go there because he's there. What's the Streets of Arkham give me?
If you have investigators in your lodge, the basic action lets you return 2 to the supply. If you have control, whether temporary or permanent control, you can sacrifice a cultist from the Streets of Arkham to return 1 more.
You don't really need that. I guess we're gonna go. Oh wait, I gotta look at my cards. 2 additional dice. Oh, wait a minute. I could add 2 additional dice. I could go there. We would have 3 dice plus 2. We could roll 5 dice. That seems pretty good. All right, let's do that. We're gonna spend 2 blues. Come on, flip. Spend 2 blues. Oh wait, no wait. I gotta prepare that spell first, don't I?
Yeah.
Damn.
You don't prepare spells until the end of your turn.
Yeah. Maybe I don't want to do that then. Probably not. I want to prepare that spell first. So where was that? So I need a blue-green combo.
Yep.
But there's no blue-green combos out there. Oh yeah, there is over here. Okay.
I want to put the
You just got to go to blue. All right, we'll go to blue. We'll go to blue. Ooh, I kind of like that one actually. What's this one give us? I got 2 of those that have 2 extra dice. Cubes of power and cubes of power. I got 2 of them. Okay. Spend this then. Keep those cubes of power. Move over here. One of them. One of them. All right. So we can't get control. So I can take either the top or one of these 2, right?
Yes.
I'm going to take the top because I'm not too impressed with either of those. What do I have? Ah, same one I got yesterday.
Necronomicon.
Necronomicon again. Yes, how about that, huh? That's all I get, right?
Don't forget to take your curse from gaining the Necronomicon.
Oh no. Yes, curses. Draw a card. And he wants to go to red. Oh, good thing I didn't go to red after all. Then he's going to add a guy.
You blew through the rest of your turn. You could have prepared a spell there if you wanted to, and then you.
Oh yes, blue green, right? Forgot. I was going to prepare that spell. Okay.
And then discard all of the cards at the music.
Right, at this location, correct. See, that's why you're still around. That's why. And he still needs you. That's fine. That's fine. All right. All right, so they moved. They did their thing. We added a cultist. I'm thinking like I would like to get this one in cubes of power. I need a blue and a white. There is no blue and white.
What's the other symbol up at
Destroy
the?
a guy from any one location or lodge. I'm sorry, what?
Well, first of all, evening, Doug. Welcome in. I was going to ask what the other symbols at the, and happy Thanksgiving, Doug. I was going to ask what the other symbols you have at the other worlds are, but it looks like it's 2 reds, so you're not doing anything with that other power right now.
All right, I think. Ooh, draw an artifact from the deck. That's interesting. All right, where are we? We are here. We're going to move to white. Put a guy there. Put a cultist there. And now I can activate my ability?
That'll get you a gate 2, but yes, you can activate your dark gift.
Oh, and also a gate, correct. I get one of those. Okay, so starting with the ceremony and proceeding clockwise. Which one is the ceremony?
The ceremony is the location you're at right now. So that's
okay. So I roll a die. Roll a die for each location. Then I have a cultist present. I'm looking for Cthulhu or technicals. Okay. So let's start with the white location. Is a technical. Nice.
Yep.
What do I get to do?
So you get to place a cultist from your lodge on the location and move an investigator anywhere else.
I'll place one from your lodge on that location. So I get to move one guy over there. And then I can move one of these dirt bags somewhere else.
Indeed.
I want to move them over here. Then we're going to roll for yellow.
The streets of Arkham. Carry on.
That is a Cthulhu. I'm going to take this guy and move down here.
Nope, you got to move from that location.
Oh, from the okay. Oh, it's not okay. Do I have to, or is it a optional?
The roll is a you may. After that, it's a have to.
All right, so I'll move them. I guess over here since I don't have any cultists there, so I can't roll for green.
Right.
Then we're over here to was this red?
Yep.
Come on, red. Give us some good ones. Give us some good ones. Red. No,
nope.
Nothing. And
the other worlds, purple.
Other worlds. Come on, other worlds. Other worlds.
Nope.
Nothing. And blue. Come on, blue.
Nope.
No. That was pretty crappy. Okay, draw a card.
Are there any spells you're preparing with red?
Hang on, let me put that back. Let's see, what do I have? I have white, yellow, red. White, yellow. Oh, look at this. White, yellow, red. Move up to 2 guys from any one location or lodge to any other lodges. That's cultists?
Yeah. That's it. Well, that's investigators.
Investigators. Okay. Yeah, we'll prepare that.
Discard all the cards at the location too.
Yes. One there. One there. Bring this back. And now I can draw my card.
Yep.
Then he goes to yellow here. Brings the guy in.
And you would get raided immediately, but you got no investigators in your lodge, so no worries there.
Oh, so if they go there, you automatically get raided, but we don't have anybody there. That's okay. That's good. We do have a teleport card. Oh, and don't forget we got the Namacron, so when we're ready spells, we can.
You've got a wild for
We
that.
got a wild then, yes.
And I will be right back.
All right, I think. I'm gonna use my wild card. I'm gonna move up to the streets of our other world. One there, one for them. Then I'm going to activate this curse or coherence of the innocents. Move 2 guys. I'm going to move these 2 guys out of there. Over here. All right. So that spell is gone. And I own the location. So what bonus do I get for that?
When you roll for the summoning there, any Cthulhu's you
Okay.
roll mean that cultist comes back to the lodge instead of
Alright.
going to the abyss.
So do we want the extra dice now, or do we want to wait? Do you want the extra dice now, or do you want to wait? Yeah, we'll go ahead and use the dice. Why, I don't know why, but we're gonna roll 5 dice. Right? 3 plus 2.
As long as first grade math still works.
Sometimes I don't know. All right, come on, give us something good. Give us something good, baby. I see lots of Cthulhu faces everywhere. Cthulhu faces everywhere. No.
That is not a lot of Cthulhu.
That is bad. I have 2 tentacles.
Which means you sacrifice 2 cultists to the
And
abyss.
I have 3 elder signs.
So the elder signs don't do anything in this case.
Okay.
2 tentacles are what are relevant. So you sacrifice
2 go here, back in here. Oops.
back to the abyss.
Right
Yep.
here.
And then you advance
And then
2.
I get to move up 2 on the track.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're making some progress. Not great, but wait, before I take my card, hang on. We have 2 reds and 2 wilds.
I think that's 2 reds and a wild, actually.
No, not with my Nemicron. I got
right.
another wild.
Right.
Right? So 2 reds and 2 wilds. Yeah, I guess I'll just do that one. Okay, and then I'll draw.
You'll also go discard everything from the other world.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I know I'm a nag.
That's okay. That's where you got to keep me on it, because if you don't, I won't forget. Oh, so they're going to go to blue. Way over here. Oh, knock this guy over. Huh?
They can do just fine right now. No problems with them going to blue. Sounded like you were reacting to.
Well, it's because there were 3 blue in a row here.
Ah.
That's why I was like freaked out. He's like causing this section to be like very blue.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm thinking white again, because I can control a location. At the start of your turn, draw a gate card. During your movement phase, you must use the drawn gate card. Oh, so use it and then you gotta immediately use it.
Yep.
Okay. That's not bad. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Use that. We're gonna back to white. We're gonna go Cthulhu Man right there. You come in right there. I still have control. 4 versus 3 now.
Yep.
So, what's that give me again?
That gives you a gate card, and you can activate your dark gift.
Right. Gate guard. All right. So we're going to start the roll here. Come on, ceremony. Let's go. Come on. Give us something good. We want something good. Nothing. All right. We go to yellow. We're not doing very good with our rolls today.
No, you're not.
Oh my God. That's terrible. We'll go to red. I know this dice has got some good ones on it, I think.
Well, that's
there we go. There we go. So I can add a guy up there. And then I can move a guy from here to somewhere else. Okay. Let's do the same thing up here. Outer Worlds, give us the big one. Big one, big one, big one, big one. Yeah.
work.
All right. There's no, oh, look at that, right on top of the dice. And then last one over here. That's a
lesser elder sign.
Yeah, it's another sign. It's not a thing. So that's it for that. Let's see if I compare any spells. I can't.
Before you do any preparing spells, you do control, since you do control the location outright, you also have the option of sacrificing 2 cultists at the ceremony to advance 1 on the summon track.
2 here to go up 1 here.
Yep. Now, I'm not weighing in one way or the other. I'm just saying it's an option.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to choose not to.
Okay.
All right. Then I have no spells there other than a white. And I got a white and a wild. Wait a minute. I can do white and wild. I can do this one. There we go. All right. Add 2 dice again. Then we'll draw a card. He's going to go to blue. He's already at blue, so he goes where?
To the other worlds.
Here. All right, he brings the guy with him. That's fine. I can't go there now. That's kind of disappointing. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to go... Wow. I'm going to use my gate card. I'm going to go back to red, I think.
You got to put the gate card on the location that you were at.
Oops, sorry. Here we go. Put the gate card there. I'm going to go back to red. And then we put... Oh, we're running out of guys, aren't we? Oh, boy. But I own the location.
Yep.
So I get... What does that give me for owning it?
You draw... So you get the basic action first, which means you can draw 3 actions, or you draw 3 cards, and you can prepare an additional spell.
Okay, so...
And because you have control, you can also prepare a spell. You can sacrifice a cultist at the library to prepare a spell at no cost.
Okay, so get one for free.
Just bear in mind, you've only got 1 spot in the reserve right now, in your reserve.
Yeah. So what is I got a yellow, green, red, red, and a wild. Yellow, green, red, red. Yellow, green, red, red. Okay, I could do this one. Move all guys from location to an adjacent location and remove all Guys from your lodge. That sounds really good. We do that?
Yep.
Okay. Lovely.
Now the question is, was that your cost prep or your no cost prep?
That was my cost prep.
Which means you're going to have to discard all the cards at the library.
Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. Gotcha. All right. And yeah, I'm not going to do another spell. So flip. He's going to go to green. Where is he?
He was at the other
He's up
world.
here. This should be flipped over. He's going to go to green. Oh, no, that's a bummer. I was going to go to green. Dang. I was really looking forward to going to green.
Don't forget to put his investigator out at green, though.
Yeah, yes. I was going to want guys. Shoot.
Well, wherever you go, you can get 2 back, but remember, you're going to take a 1 elder sign penalty for that. I was going to point it out, but I'm trying not to backseat for you too much.
Well, him going to green was not very nice. Damn it. That's where I was going to go to get some investigators.
Well, now you're not.
Now I'm not. Well, I guess. Shoot. Okay, let's go. We're going to spend 2 blue. Where are we? We're up there. Okay. Blue. Flip. Oh, didn't mean to do that to me. Stop. What are you doing? Move up there. Oh, I don't have a call. Shoot.
So take 2 cultists from the abyss. One's going to go to the location. One's going to go to your lodge. But you're also going to end up with an elder sign penalty. So what I've been using is in the bag under the expansion.
Load expansion.
So go to the bag that's down there. Right click on that and go to search. Inside there are some bags of blocks. I've been grabbing the green blocks out and I'm using those as my elder sign blocks.
All right. So is that because I didn't have a cultist there?
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll. I have control of the location. 3 versus 2.
Yep.
So I get 3 dice, and I'm going to use my extra 2 dice from this card there. That's 5 dice. And I got some dice mitigation here. I would like 5 successes, baby. I'm going to need 5 successes. Not too much, just 5 successes.
Well, it's only going to give you 3 on the summon track ultimately, but wow.
That's pretty good.
That was a really good roll.
4 successes. 2 come back to here, and 1 goes back here.
And you advance 3 on your summoning track.
By 3.
Because you rolled 2 tentacles and 2 Cthulhus, and at the other worlds, both of those faces count as successes.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. No?
Yeah, but you only had 3 cultists there.
Okay. So why did I get the extra dice, though?
Probably to make it easier to get successes there.
Oh, so you can only get successes equal to...
You can only advance on the summon track as far as many cultists as you have in the other worlds.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Didn't know that. I guess I got it, but I think that's okay. Let's see. Okay, I am done. Do I want to? Let's see. What do I have? I have anything white, green, anything. One of the summon track or remove 2 from your lodge. That's not bad. You got to sacrifice 2 cultists or become cursed. Then you advance 1 of the summon track. Green, white. I can activate this and cast it immediately, right?
Yep.
So draw an artifact from the artifact deck. That is here. Give us something good, baby. We got the silver key. Move 1 cultist from any location to another location where you have at least 1 cultist. And then...
Or discard it to move the fate piece to any other location. You can move either fate piece.
Oh, you can... Oh. Wow, that's really nice. Okay. And I still have 2... I still have a wild and a white.
Even if
you can only do 1 spell?
You can only do 1 spell unless an effect says otherwise.
Okay. All right, so then I guess I'm done.
Yep, you'll draw back up.
And then they're going to go to red.
Yep.
That's convenient. He's going to go there. All right. I am definitely going to go to green. Wait, I got to discard these.
Yep.
I use those. See, I'm learning. And I'm going to definitely go to green. And I have a cultist to put there.
You're also going to take, before you place anything
out. Before I pick all them, right?
Yep. And how many is that?
And then I had 1 there.
That looks like 6 on your lodge right now, isn't it?
Yes.
So unless you've got a way to get rid of anything from your
lodge.
Right
here.
Yeah, that'll work.
Remove all guys from your lodge.
Yep. That'll work.
So I'll cast that. Boom. And they all go bye-bye. See you later. Oh, bring her right there. All right. And then I can get 3 more cultists, right?
Yep. Did you also place one of your cultists out at the... Did you place a cultist and an investigator at the gathering already?
Here? Yes.
You did? Okay. I did stop you before you were doing that because I wanted to make sure you remembered to take the cultists onto your lodge, or the investigators onto your lodge.
Yep. All right. So we have green, blue, red, red. Green, blue, red, red. Ooh, there's a double red. Choose a location that another cultist controls. How do you do this in single player?
Target 2, and I basically target a location the investigators control and destroy 2 investigators there.
Okay. I'm going to immediately cast that. And we'll get rid of these 2 up here. All right.
Don't forget to discard everything at the gathering.
Yes, here. Use these technical terms. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, and then he's going to move to yellow. Okay, so we get raided. So does this guy come to me or no?
No.
Okay.
You would get raided with whoever's on your lodge.
So just anyone, what, if you have 2 or 3 guys or whatever.
Yep.
I got it. Okay, and then he puts a guy out there, though.
Yep.
Stop. Somehow a guy showed up out of nowhere. I think it was stuck under my underneath my character or underneath my mini. I think there was like a white one underneath one. Okay, my turn. So this says I can move one cultist from any location to another location where I have at least one.
Right, where you have 1 or fewer.
And then this is a discard action to do this bottom thing?
Yep.
Okay. So you can do it like once. Getting some more cards would be nice, but then these 3 cultists are coming to me.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think it's worth it. But we don't have a red to go there. Forget that idea. We got green, blue, or white.
And you're already on green, so that card for movement's a
Yeah, I think it's going to have to be white then because I don't want to go to blue. So go to white. That goes here. All right, then we put a guy out. He puts a guy out. Oh, wait, before we do that, we bring his 3 over.
Yep.
So now danger, Will Robinson, danger. Okay, time for some rolling again.
Don't forget to take your gate.
Correct. Take my gate. All right, we'll go ceremony first.
Yep. Nope.
Nothing. Hey, settle down there, big. Oh, hey, settle down. What are you doing? That guy's out of control. That is a technical. That's good, right?
That's good for you. Yep.
All right, and I will put a guy, and then I'll move a guy over there. Then we'll come over here to green. The Gathering.
Nope.
Nope. We'll go to red.
Nope.
And finally blue.
Nope.
And wow. Well, I mean,
Well, on the one hand, it's bad, but on the other, you still at least have cultists in the lodge where you could very easily have ended up with nobody in the lodge.
Yeah. I got a white, a wild, and a wild. White, wild, wild. When another cult takes an action that places at least one investigator on your lodge, they become cursed. That's kind of a dead guard then, huh?
In solo, yeah.
So I don't really need to prepare anything. Are they going to go to white? Where are they? They're down here.
Arkham.
Oh, they can't go to... Oh, no, I'm going to get a curse.
Yes, you are.
Oh, and
And
they're going to go up here.
Yep.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I'd like to get rid of these guys. I got to go yellow to get rid of these guys, right?
Yep.
So we're going to go yellow. Oh, wait. We got to discard this.
Did you prepare a spell with it?
Oh, no, we did not. You're right. Only, right. I was trying to be proactive. All right. One guy goes there. He's only got 2, so he gets another one.
Yep.
We own the location. Because of that, we can do what? Get rid of 2 of these guys?
You can sacrifice 2 with the basic action. Because you have control, you can sacrifice a cultist at the streets of Arkham to get rid of 1 more.
So I can sacrifice a guy.
Yep.
To get rid of 2.
Get rid of... No, 2 is the basic. You can sacrifice a cultist to get rid of 1 more.
Oh, so sacrifice 1 to get rid of 1. Sacrifice the second one to get rid of the second one?
No. So the basic action in the solo game at the streets of Arkham at yellow is you just get rid of 2 for free by going there. Because you
okay.
Because
but are they in your lodge?
Yeah, they're from the lodge.
Okay, so I get rid of 2 of these guys. And then I can, I get it. So then I can sacrifice another guy to get rid of a third one.
Yep.
Now I understand. It makes so much more sense. Yellow, blue, 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 white, and a wild. I should be able to do something here. Choose one location that another cult controls. Destroy 2 of their cults. Oh my god, I got 2 cards that don't do anything.
Well, they can always be used as movement fodder,
Yeah. That's a bummer. All right, so I'm not preparing a spell. I need to go get some spells. I need to go up to red, I guess. And so he's going to move to green. Where are you? You're going to move to green. You're going to put a thing out there.
Move the top part of the spell deck up to the other world.
Yeah, I was working on it. Okay, our turn. Can we go to red? No, we got 2 green. Oh, we do have a movement one.
Yeah, you got ways to get to red if you need to.
I think we got to. Do I want to keep this or use, I guess, let's see this green one. Let's see if this green spell. Either reroll. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to spend 2 green at my location. You just put them on the side like that?
Yep.
I move to red. I'm going to get his 3 again. What am I doing? I'll put one of my guys out there though. And one of his guys. I control the location so I can prepare an extra spell and 1 for free, right?
You can prepare an extra spell anyway, but because you have control, you can sacrifice a cultist at the lodge, or not at the lodge, at the library, to prepare 1 for free.
Let's see, it's red, blue, blue, and we can do 1 for free. Red, blue, blue. Gain 1 in the summon track. You may sacrifice. Oh, yeah. Hell yes. We're going to do that for free.
Don't forget to sacrifice a cultist.
Yep. So I just take one of these guys, put him in there.
Yep.
I am going to immediately cast it.
Seems powerful.
So, yeah. Go up 1 on this. Oh, geez. 1 on the summon track. Sacrifice another guy. I'm assuming it's at the location.
Yep.
And then go up another 1. So I'm 2 points away.
Yep.
We're getting there, man. We're getting there. Okay, let's see what we got red, blue, blue. Red, blue, blue. Swap one of your guys from any one location with another at a different location. All right. Change any one rolled die on any face to become cursed. Oof. Another cult. I am going to do that one, though. I think that would be good. Yes, I will draw. He's going to go to blue. He's over here. Oh, yeah, we got to sacrifice these. Huh?
I was going to say, you got to also go up to red and discard the cards that were there, but you took care of that already.
Oh, yeah, just realized that. He's going to blue, bringing a guy with him. That's good. That's good. How many? We have 3 guys here again. Damn. We need to go back to yellow, man. We need to go back to yellow. So that just lets you move guys around. I really want to get some guys up here, but I can't get guys up there. All right. We're going to go to green. We're going green, baby. Oh, no. Oh, good thing I went there. Jeez.
I was going to say, yeah, very good thing you went there.
And I'm going to get 3 guys back. And what's the that's it.
You can move one. You can move one because you went there. Control of the location would let you move as many as you want from the gathering to another location.
So we'll try for temporary control. Come on, do us good. No.
Nope.
Okay, but I can move 1, and I will move 1. Okay, now where am I at? I'm here. So I got green, blue, white, and a wild. Green, blue, white, and a wild. Swap one of your cultists from any one location with any other from a different location. Yeah, we're doing a blue and a green, so we can do that one.
Yep.
I will draw a card.
You'll actually drop to 3 because you only got 1 in hand.
Oh, nice.
Minimum hand size.
Up to 3. There we go. And I get rid of these cards. And then he's going to go to yellow. Oh, no, I'm going to get raided.
Yes, you are.
Ah. So do these guys show up then?
No. Don't forget to put the yellow where he was. I think he was at blue previously. Yellow's at the top of the deck.
Yeah, up there. Yeah. Okay, so he gets the yellow. He moves here.
Yep.
When does this guy come there now?
Yep.
Okay, and so I get immediately raided with these 3?
Yep.
Okay, so what do I need to roll?
3 dice.
I know, but what sides do I not want to have?
You don't want to see either elder sign.
Either's elder sign. So
Cthulhu's and Tentacles are your friends here.
Cthulhu's and Tentacles. All right, Cthulhu and Tentacles. Come on, Cthulhu and Tentacles. Be good to us.
And
that's 1.
So yeah. So the good news here is all 3 of them will leave. All 3 of the investigators will leave the lodge. The bad news is you're going to end up with an elder sign.
Yep. Not much I could do about that.
Nope.
Well, this game is about over, so I'm going to use my wild card to go from my location. You know where I'm going.
To the other worlds.
Yep. I get to put a guy there. I get to put an enemy there. And then I'm going to be spending 2 cards here. Swap a guy from one location to another location and doing it again. So I'm going to swap this guy. Oh, that's only going to swap guys. It's not going to give me extra guys.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Damn it. So what's the purpose of that card then?
Potentially to clear out a location if you know you need to go
No,
somewhere.
because you got to swap the two guys, right? Am I
You're
reading that wrong?
You're
Swap one
swapping-
of your guys with any location with another guy at a different location. You're just
And it's-
swapping guys. You're not increasing anything. You're not. So what's the purpose of this card?
You're increasing the count of your cultists at whatever location you're at. So if you're because you're moving one of the cultists you're moving one of your cultists up to that location, but then you're moving the investigator off the location. So if you're wanting to swap into the other worlds, you take cultists that you've got from anywhere, swap them into the other worlds, and then the investigator moves down to the location that the cultist was originally at.
Give me an example. Show me. I don't understand.
So zoom in. Let me see how many you've got at the other worlds right now.
I have 2 in the other worlds. 2 and 2.
Okay, 2 and 2. So if you go, so say you swap one cultist from the library over, you move the other,
so one guy from here over there.
and then one of the investigators moves back.
Oh, so I'm moving an investigator back.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was swapping it cultist for cultist. Because that's what it says on the card.
Well,
cultist for cultist.
That's
one because of the solo, you altered it.
Yeah, I had to house rule that because of solo.
Okay, because if you're playing multiplayer, I can understand. Yeah. So that's definitely what I want to do. Because then I want to do the same thing with let's do this one here, move this cultist down here. So I got 4 dice. I will spend these 2 cards. That's what I thought the cards were going to do.
Yeah,
I do have some rerolls, so that's good. I get 4 dice.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and so this is where I'm sitting. So I need to get up to the 9 spot.
Yep, but you're gonna end up with a curse on your way up there.
I'm gonna end up with a curse. Okay. So we need at least 2 showing good things. Otherwise, we're going to have to reroll.
Which are tentacles or Cthulhu's.
There's a technical and a Cthulhu.
Yep. So what that means is one cultist goes back to the abyss, one comes back to the lodge. You advance 2 on the summon track.
Hang on. 1 back to the lodge, 1 go to the abyss. I move up twice on the track.
And because you met your elder sign threshold, you're going to end up with a curse.
Because I met my what?
You met your elder sign threshold. So basically, you're moving on your summon track. You're moving clockwise, right?
Yes.
You gain the elder signs moving counterclockwise.
Yes.
So when the 2 meet in sequence, let me see if I can gesture it here. So when the 2 meet in the sequence, you end up taking a curse because you.
Okay, so I didn't have anything here yesterday. That's why I didn't take a curse.
Right.
Okay, I got you. Okay. So I ended up with 3 curses and 2 elder signs. So I didn't do as good as Aberoth.
So because we had to go to the curse tiebreaker, Azathoth is actually the ancient one to beat right now in group 2.
Yeah, I kind of knew that, but I didn't want to spend an hour trying to figure out the way to mitigate everything, like we talked about in the green room.
Yeah.
I figured you've been sitting there long enough. It's time to just say goodnight and see what you can do with the next one.
Well, that's all good. So in that case, I'm going to bring my screen in, and we'll get ready for the last ancient one of the night. You can close out of this since you're done with it now.
All right.
And our last ancient one in group 2 is last year's winner of the tournament. We have Yog-Sothoth. Key and the gate is his dark gift. I can look at any one spell card from any location's astral column. I can choose to ready that spell at no cost or discard it. And spells I ready this way don't count toward Yog-Sothoth's spell limit. Normally there's 3, but if I ready something via the key in the gate, it doesn't count toward a spell reserve. And as you can see, because of Yog-Sothoth being the opponent the last 2 times I've played this campaign, that's why he's got the 3 Elder Sign handicap to start. Unfortunately, looking at his hand is basically Elhat Garbaggio right now. As are the artifacts out here. We've got the Crown of Carcosa and the Necronomicon. Well, the Necronomicon's actually pretty useful, as you were making fairly liberal use of.
Yeah, I like that one. I actually like that.
So I think we will jump right in. I'm going to use the Witch's Curse at the other worlds, since that's basically garbage in solo. I'll move over to the library with that. Cultist and Investigator. Once I find the Investigators, they're up here. Not going to worry about temporary control. I will draw 3 cards, and I can ready an additional spell using red and blue, except I'm doing exactly screw all with the cards there. So I will draw up, and I will be done. The Investigators at the Streets of Arkham are discarding a red, trying to move to the Gathering, except I'm there. So Yog-Sothoth will already end up with his first curse. So Yog-Sothoth already in a little bit of trouble. And putting a cultist at the other or an investigator. Let's see. I'm going to discard a command since I don't have any monsters out. That's on a green. I'll move to the Gathering. Cultist, Investigator. And I will roll for temporary control. Which I will get. 3 cultists back from the Abyss. Both of these guys going up to the other worlds. And with green-white, I've got nothing I can prepare there. So I will be done. Drawing back up, and that's a command on a blue. The Investigators at the other worlds are discarding a yellow to move down to the Streets of Arkham. Investigator, and no raid because there are no cultists or no investigators in Yog-Sothoth's lodge. Then I will use a blue to move up to the museum. Investigator, cultist. Here, Yog-Sothoth is actually going to roll for temporary control. See if I can get him out from under the Elder Sign, get him out from under this handicap. Which I will not, because that's a greater Elder Sign. Then I will... Do I want the Necronomicon? Yeah, I think that's too good to pass up, especially with a wild symbol for preparing spells. That is Yog-Sothoth's second curse, though, so he can't afford to take Elder Signs right now. Actually, he can't afford to take more Elder Signs. He's got to get out from under his existing ones. And then we've got the Amulet of Nephron-Ka that I can exhaust to change a lesser Elder Sign to a tentacle, or discard to change all to all. And I didn't get temporary control, so I don't get to do the action there. Then, with blue-red, I'm not preparing any... Well, I do have a wild as well. So, I actually will use that as a wild to prepare a Cubes of Power. Get that bag out of my way, move this. There we go, move that out of my way as well. Discarding everything there. And then I will draw back up. That's Enlighten the Investigators. The Investigators from the Streets of Arkham are discarding a green to move to the Gathering. Let's see, then I am realizing my hand is pretty much garbage right now. So I will discard 2 green. Not that. There we are. To move down to the Ceremony. cultist, and investigator. Rolling for temporary control. Which I will not get. What I will get, though, is the gate and his dark gift, which lets me look at, that should also unexhaust. So I'll look at a spell card from the reserve. I can either ready that spell at no cost or discard it. I'm going to look at this white because why not? It's a witch's curse. Then the discard, then I'm going to choose to leave it there. Then with white, blue, wild, I'm going to use the Necronomicon as a wild for a find gate. And we'll discard the blue card there. I'll draw a card. And I will be done with Coerce the Innocent. They will discard a green at the gathering, but they're there already, so they'll move up to the other worlds. Let's see. At the ceremony, I'm going to use a blue to move up to the museum. Cultist, investigator. We'll try again for temporary control. Which I still will not get. Then I'll take an artifact off the top. Finding the Shining Trapezohedron, I can hold up to 2 gate cards. When another cult moves to the ceremony, I draw 1 card. Then with green, green, blue, wild, not preparing anything there. So we'll draw back up, and we will be done. At the other worlds, the investigators are discarding a yellow to move down to the streets of Arkham, putting an investigator out, and we would get raided, but once again, no investigators on the lodge. All we've got is yellow. Fortunately, our yellows are pretty crap, so we're going to discard 2 yellows so I can move over to the library. Placing a cultist and an investigator. Rolling for temporary control. Which I still won't get. But I will draw 3 cards. And I can ready an additional spell using the same symbols. Red, blue, green, wild. Red, blue, green, wild, which I'll use the Necronomicon as a wild to prepare an Alter Fate. Discarding everything there. There we go. I'll draw back up. And I will be done. They will discard a yellow at the streets of Arkham to move up to the other worlds. Yowza. Flipping over the Necronomicon. I'm going to discard Call of the Wicked Ones. We'll move over to the ceremony. Cultist, investigator. Rolling for temporary control. Which I will not get. I'll get a gate card. I can hold 2 because I've got the Shining Trapezohedron that says I can. And then we'll look at this card. Broken Seal. Remove an Elder Sign, then you may sacrifice 1 at the current location to remove 1 more. So I will prepare that with Key in the Gate, and I'll cast it to get rid of an Elder Sign. And then I'll sacrifice a cultist at the ceremony to remove another one. And for an actual cost prep, blue, white, wild, I've got nothing there. So actually my reserve is full right now. So yeah, I will be done. So we'll draw up another Dark Pact. The investigators are discarding a white, trying to move to the ceremony, but I'm already there. So they're moving down to the streets of Arkham. Yog-Sothoth will end up with his 3rd curse already. And he would get raided, but there's nobody there. Let's see. Then I'm going to use a green. Actually, no. I'm going to use a red because we need to get better spells to go to the library. I will end up with these 3 in the lodge. Cultist, investigator. I control the location outright, so I do get to prepare a spell for free. If I have to sacrifice a cultist, which, ooh, I will definitely, crud. I'll have to discard Alter Fate, so I actually can prepare for free an Ancient Stirring, and I'll immediately cast it. Gain 1 on the summon track. Then I'll sacrifice a cultist at the current location. I needed to sacrifice 1 for the free prep, by the way, to advance 1 more. So that'll put Yog-Sothoth up to 2. Then cost prep, red, white, wild. Nothing there. And then we'll draw back up. We'll draw a card. And we will be done. They will discard a blue to move up to the museum. We're probably going to get domed with a raid here pretty soon. I think we're going to have to gamble right now. So Yog-Sothoth is going to... Actually, gambling right now is probably stupid. But I am going to use a gate for movement. And my question is, where do I want to move to right now? You know what? Actually, we are going to move to the streets of Arkham. Because I can stop the raid for the time being. So we'll take the 3 cultists to the lodge. Cultist, investigator. I don't control the location outright, but getting rid of 2 investigators back to the supply is actually pretty good. Not going to worry about temporary control, because at least getting rid of the 2 gets me away from a raid here. Then I will draw back up. Actually, 2 yellow, red, green, blue, wild. We are going to use the Necronomicon as a wild to prepare and immediately cast a rack. So I can destroy an investigator from any location or lodge. I'll take 1 of those off. Stay away from further raids. Then everything here gets discarded. And I will draw back up. That's a corruption, okay. Then the investigators are discarding a green at the museum to move over to the gathering. Well, this could be trouble. I think pretty much anywhere I go right now, except if I'm going to go back to the library again, would get me raided. We'll unexhaust that. I do kind of want corruption, though, so I will use my gate card to move up to the library. I do control the location outright, so I will end up with... So I do have the option of casting a spell for free, preparing a spell for free. But I will draw 3 spells first. Need 2 Elder Signs to destroy all curses. Let's see, do I have a way to prepare either of those? I can only use my Necronomicon as a wild once. So... Actually, I could use... Actually, this could be my... let's do this in the right order. So, red... Let's see, red, blue. So that'd be red, wild, which I will do. I'll play Sign of the Brotherhood to retrieve 3 cultists back from the lodge, or back from the abyss. That way I stop the Elder Sign penalty in its tracks. Then for my cost prep... Actually, that wasn't my cost. That was my free prep. For my cost prep, I'm going to use that as a wild, so I can actually wild. Hold on, let me check that. No, that was my cost prep. For my free prep, I'm going to use Enlighten the Faithful. So at the end of my turn, I can move up to 3 cultists from any one location to any other. That was my cost prep, which means these go away now. So I will draw back up. And then since it is the end of my turn, I am going to cast Enlighten the Faithful. At the end of my turn, I can move up to 3 of my cultists from any one location to any other. So the museum, the 3 there will go up to the other worlds. Speaking of the other worlds, the investigators are discarding a red at the gathering, trying to go to the library. I'm there already, so they will go to the other worlds instead. Putting a cultist and giving Yog-Sothoth his 4th curse. 1 more and he loses via curses. So we should probably go somewhere that we can prepare a necessary evil. Which for that, I need a blue or another wild. Fortunately, the Streets of Arkham has it, and Dark Pact is pretty dangerous right now, so I'll use that to go to the Streets of Arkham. Cultist, Investigator, and I do control the location outright, so I get to return these 2 for free because I control the location, and I'll end up sacrificing a cultist to return the last one to the supply. Then, with wild, yellow wild, I'll use the Necronomicon as a wild to prepare and immediately cast Necessary Evil. To gain 2 Elder Signs or move down 1 on the summon track, which I'll move down 1 on the summon track to destroy all curses on Yog-Sothoth. So that's all 4 of these going away. Which he badly needed that. So now he's not just in danger of losing the game on the spot. The gate goes away. Then I will draw back up. That's a mind switch, and I will be done. At the other worlds, they're moving to the library, taking an investigator. Let's see, at the Streets of Arkham, I am going to use green. Those 2 greens, Enthrall. Let's not use Enthrall, actually. I'm going to use Dark Pact instead to move up to the other worlds. I will get raided, but I don't think I have the option of caring right now. Yeah. Investigator, Cultist. Yeah, Investigator, Cultist. Then I get a total of 7 dice. So 6, 7. Because I control the location outright, any Cthulhu's return to my lodge. So let's see how this roll goes. Wow, a whole lot of nothing.
Oh boy, that was not good.
That is 5 lesser Elder Signs, a greater Elder Sign, and a tentacle. The good news is the Elder Signs do nothing. The bad news is that was all of the 1 that we advanced, that we retreated on the summon track earlier to get rid of all of our curses. But we've also got a boatload of symbols up there. We've got 2 wild from the Necronomicon, 3 red, 2 yellow, and a white. Which is going to waste a lot of those, but I think we're going to prepare a mind switch and immediately cast it. Swap a cultist from a location with an investigator. So I'll use a cultist at the ceremony to swap with this investigator. And Doug wanting to know, I've played this one a time or 2. How well does this do solo? So admittedly, Doug, I've had to do a fair amount of house ruling with this one, just to make some cards, and even an Ancient One's ability, actually a couple of Ancient One's abilities, somewhat useful. So it's fine solo, but it takes a fair amount of house ruling. Where was I? Oh yes, I think we prepared and cast a spell, so all of this goes away. There we go. Draw back up. And we're just about done, but we've got 5 investigators there. Unfortunately, we're going to be re-rolling mostly Elder Signs, but let's see what happens. The summon roll was bad. The raid roll can't possibly be worse, can it?
Yeah, that's the
Famous
question.
last words, I know. I just had to open my big fat mouth, didn't I? So 3 investigators leave, but that's going to be 3 elder signs. 2 investigators are staying because of the 2 greater elder signs I rolled. So yeah, we're not in a good spot at all. From the library, they're moving to blue over there, putting an investigator out. Ugh. Yikes. Yeah, I think unless I go to the streets of Arkham, I'd have to use 2 white to get there. The problem is I'm just putting off the raid at this point that's coming. So and my cards are pretty crappy too. So actually I've only got 1 cultist left, so I might as well go to green. So I'll do that. These 4 coming to the lodge. Cultist, investigator. I'm not going to worry about temporary control. 3 cultists back, 1 to the other worlds. 2 green, red, white, blue, wild. And 2 greens, red, white, blue, wild. So I'm actually going to use the Necronomicon as a wild to prepare and enlighten the faithful with the plan of casting that at the end of my turn. Then I will draw back up. That's a power surge. I will get rated with 6 dice again. There's real potential here to just end Yog-Sothoth's run in Christmas in Arkham this year. Hopefully he doesn't get a crappy enough roll for it.
If he gets a really, really bad roll, it will be over, yes.
Yep. Wow. It's crappy enough. 1, it's not crappy enough to end his run. 2, 3. Well, let's put it this way. It's not crappy enough to just end his run, but it's pretty bad. He just met his curse. Fortunately for him in this raid, 1 investigator will stay because of the greater elder sign. But yeah, Yog-Sothoth is in a world of trouble here. He's got his elder sign. He's got his summon track almost completely filled with elder signs. They're discarding a blue, but they can't stay at the museum, so they're moving to the other worlds instead. No, that isn't going to work. Oh, I was going to cast Enlighten the Faithful at the end of his turn to move 3 investigators. Actually, to move 2 cultists. So that would have been. I'm just gonna leave it for the time being. Not that I think it's going to matter ultimately. At this point, I think we're just going to go out with a. We're going to see if we can end this here. So over to white to move these cultists into the lodge. Getting a gate and his dark gift. We'll look at this card. Coerce the Innocent, which we are going to prepare and immediately cast for free. Not that I think it's going to matter, so we're preparing that to be a key into the gate. So that'll let me move up to 2 investigators from any one lodge to any other, from any one location or lodge to any lodges. Unfortunately, I can't get them off the lodge, but I can move some of these somewhere that I'm never going to again, which right now will be the museum. Then at the ceremony with a red, white, blue, wild, not going to prepare anything there. So I will draw back up, which is a command. And we're going to see if Yog-Sothoth survives to continue his run in Christmas in Arkham. He only needs 2. He needs to deduct 2 elder signs, or it's over for Yog-Sothoth.
Got 5 dice. That's going to be rough.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. But somehow he survives.
Wow.
So all of them leave, but Yog-Sothoth will end up with another Elder Sign. One more, and he's just out. Then at the end of my turn, I'm actually going to remember to cast Enlighten the Faithful. Not that it's going to matter, but I'll move these two up to the other worlds. The investigators at the other worlds are discarding a yellow to move to the streets of Arkham, putting an investigator out. 1, not 2. What the? There we go. And I don't have any investigators there, so I don't get raided. And then from the ceremony, I'm going to use my gate card to move up to the other worlds. Cultist, investigator, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 dice. And I could add 2 more. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not going to worry about adding dice. 11 should be plenty, I would think. We can at least make some decent progress.
You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need 7 to win or to end it.
Yeah. Let's see if we can.
I would take the extra dice. What are you waiting for?
Well, actually, we might have just ended it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm going to re-roll that, but I will take the extra dice. I need to copy one of those. 13 dice. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that'll do it exactly. So doing this by the book. 1, 2, 3 back. Actually, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 back to the abyss. Come on. 4 back to the abyss. Cthulhu's are 3 back to the lodge. And Yog-Sothoth will advance 7 on the summon track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which means Yog-Sothoth has been summoned, but that Elder Sign handicap ended up being very punishing, as he ended up with 8 Elder Signs and 1 curse. So via tiebreakers, come on, why is the 1 not wanting to enter for me? There we go. It was my iPad keyboard was being a little bit touchy. But by tiebreakers, Azathoth will end up joining Atlach Naka in the winners group. So for all the talk about Azathoth having never made it to the winners group, he just did.
Yes, he did.
So Azathoth will make it to Saturday, and that is where we will wrap Group 2 in Christmas in Arkham for the Fate of the Elder Gods tournament. So tomorrow, probably tomorrow evening, I'm thinking. Well, we'll figure it out sometime during the day. I think you're off tomorrow, right?
I'm off till Monday. Yes.
So probably anytime tomorrow we could really
just let me know what's good for you, and I could probably, unless we got something going on, probably be able to swing it.
Well, I know there are a couple errands I want to run tomorrow, but I think after that I'll be good pretty much any time. Plus tomorrow is my rest day from working out anyway. So
your rest day.
Yeah.
You need a rest day from your workouts.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, we'll have group 3 on Friday, where it'll be.
Who's in that group? Remind us all again.
I was just going to list off the ancient ones in group 3. So we will have Yig, Nyarlathotep, and Shub-Niggurath in group 3.
And I'm doing who?
You have Nyarlathotep with the house rule.
All right. Yes.
As for what else is coming up scheduled on the channel, Saturday Mystical Munchies will conclude out of the unofficial Harry Potter cookbook with the dessert, Any Nut and Nut Brittle. Sunday morning, we'll be starting Christmas in Arkham proper, as we'll be playing the first leg of the campaign in Eldritch Horror. I've got a lot of stuff scheduled, but I'm not going to talk about all that. You got any games coming up on your channel tomorrow that you're preparing for right now?
Well, I do have another Senseless of the Multiverse mission set up and ready to go. I might even get that in tonight, if depending on how things go. So
Oh,
besides that, no, nothing in particular. Just whatever floats my boat.
well, assuming you jump in, we'll come over and check out what you've got going on, at least for a little bit. I'm probably going to end up getting some sleep before.
That's not like debating. It's like, it's going to be like an hour and a half. Do I want to do it? Or, I mean, it's all set up and ready to go, but I don't know.
Something you could table for the morning, probably, but I'm sure you'll figure that out.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight or not, but
Okay. Well,
anyways, it was a good time again. We did well. We just couldn't come in first place. Aberoth did really, really well. I knew that was going to be a hard road to beat, and I think we did well, but we just couldn't jump over the hoop.
Indeed. And we will see Azathoth again on Saturday for the winners group. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Also, make sure you go check out Jester's channel over in this direction. Make sure you check out Jester's channel if you haven't already. But anyway, thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then,